We have an announcement here today, and this announcement, no, 잠깐만.
We should have got Bruce Buffer to do it. And in the abdomen! Before you marry a Korean,
Watch this. Welcome back to another video at KSTYLEYO. My name is Inyoung. I have a special guest for you today, my husband.
Emmanuel?
In this video, he's going to talk about what are the things that you should be aware of before marrying a Korean. So you got some list of things to share.
There's a few things. Maybe there's some things that I won't share. We'll see.
So what's the first one?
And this is relative because I came from an Indian family and we ate a lot of spicy food, but Koreans eat a lot of spicy food. And living in the West, we don't always eat as spicy food as our relatives in India do. So when I came to Korea, there was like one really spicy, like maybe like top 3 of my life. And I think it was the first time we went out with your friends. And so like, it was delicious. It was really good.
A restaurant called 당날다 in Hongdae in Seoul.
Was that chicken thing?
Yeah,
right?
chicken
place.
really spicy chicken.
No. Yeah, that was something else. That was my first time really going out to like a Korean bar.
Okay, so you think that I cook a lot of spicy food at home?
I wish you'd cook spicier food actually.
Oh.
Like as though we were in Korea.
So you want me to cook spicier food?
Could you?
But you go to washroom way more often then.
Because the one time that I do eat spicy food, I'm not as accustomed to it. I figured if I present this demand to you in front of your audience, then you'll probably have to remember it.
Okay, so what's the second one?
Yeah, competitiveness. And I think that's also a consequence of Korean culture. Also like, population density and having one culture or having like a more uniform culture. I think that all those things are conducive to really competitive society. And but you're also just exceptionally competitive, I think. Mm-hmm. She's more competitive than most guys.
Oh.
Yeah.
So for example.
Well, like seeing you compete against other people, like, against bass players in our old jazz band. You would always be like duking it out with them when we're supposed to be having a practice.
We did practice.
Yeah, but you'd have to one up one another half the time.
No.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Yeah, definitely at least a couple bass players, maybe a drummer or two as well.
How about guitarist?
Well, that's me. So like that's a given. You're already always trying to, not trying. You're usually just destroying me, but also, I think that Koreans are more aware of a lot of the details of their own society and their own culture. Like more so proportionally than people in North America. In Korea, people know how things are supposed to be very well and they will measure you against it.
For example?
Like speech, like, certain customs, like how you pour a drink, like, table manners, how you speak to elders. Those are 2 good examples.
Oh.
But just like.
잠시만요.
왜? 뭐해 여보?
이거는 이거는 야.
When you should take charge of a situation and when you should relinquish, just like little social cues.
So because we have the hierarchical society and we have to respect the elders, and you're not used to that. So that's something that people should be aware of before marrying a Korean.
Well, North Americans are generally not used to it. I'm pretty well used to it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, what's the third one?
Family values. You should get accustomed to certain expectations. You should get a gift for her mom, particularly for the mom. At least like
they like cash.
Yeah, they like cash.
Money, mother.
Yeah, and because they watch those K-dramas where like they compete and you see how much each daughter's boyfriend brings in for the mother, and that's how you can like tell which one's more worthwhile.
Or if you're gonna give them a gift, it has to be worthwhile. Like make sure it's a good one.
Yeah, you get the opposite effect otherwise.
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah, you're out in the doghouse, in the kitchen. Oh yeah, payback. They got to pay back to the parents because the parents raised them and they allowed them to live and keep breathing. They didn't stop their respiration at any point until now. So that's a great gift.
Yeah.
You got to pay that back
Pay that back in the rest of your life.
for the rest of your life.
Yeah, for the rest of your life.
That is your reason for existing while they exist.
But it may not be for everyone, right?
Wedding
Okay,
styles.
yeah,
The
okay.
wedding styles are quite different. It's almost like they have this super optimized, really well developed facility, like a production facility that produces matrimonial festivity.
But the thing is, we didn't follow the convention. So,
We didn't.
Yeah, we didn't.
Yeah.
But they do expect in Korean culture that marriage is about family to family, not necessarily just the individual. So maybe in your culture it's the same way, but Korean culture is about family marrying. I don't want to say family marrying.
It's a transaction.
It's transaction.
Yeah, it's a business
between
transaction.
families.
Does this
Yeah.
meet is this beneficial for both sides?
They have to weigh different things: finance, health, or education, and things like that.
Well, same thing in Indian culture. We have a lot of arranged weddings in the Indian side of my family.
But we don't do arrangement in South Korea. Unless you do son. Son is something that parents offer or even like close friends may offer. 선볼래? Do you want to see son? Meaning they're trying to set you up with somebody. Yeah. But it's up to them. It's not like parents are forcing you to marry somebody, like arrangement in certain culture. Okay, next.
I don't want to do this one. Yeah, let's just skip this one.
So what is it?
The last name, because the last name is really important for them. That's why it's their first name, and it's probably the same also in China. But no, I haven't seen that as being the case in India, or I mean, at least not with Sikhs. Yeah, the lady keeps her last name.
And you didn't know about this, right? And then you're very disappointed that I didn't take your last name.
Yes.
And you felt like you're not good enough. Why aren't you taking my last name?
That's probably just some frivolous shit that I said in my 20s.
But the thing is that I also didn't understand the culture here. That's why I didn't see it as a big deal. But I could always get some kind of cues if I go to bank or if I do some official document. And they're gonna always ask you, so is your husband's last name the same as yours? Or if I tell them a different last name, they will look at me, oh, that's weird.
Is he like completely your husband or like partially your husband?
Yeah. Did you just come here for marriage?
Yeah. I'll hook you up, girl.
The last one?
This one plagues me day to day. I still haven't figured out how to integrate this into my lifestyle, but I'm definitely becoming more cunning as a result. So Koreans are really good at testing one another. They test each other to the max, and particularly within the families, they have a degree of comfort level when it comes to this testing that you won't find matched anywhere else. And that is an assault on the posterior.
What is it?
Dongjin.
Dongjin.
I got PTSD.
PTSD, really? And those of you who don't know Dongjin, Dong is poo, Chim is needle. So poo needle. So this is very common between Koreans. We just like poke between someone's ass. Like, especially at schools, when you're going up the stairs, you gotta watch out your down area because your friends might do this.
Oh.
How many
times do I do dongjin to you?
Per
what?
per day? Yeah, definitely. I mean, like if you turn your back, like you're asking for it, right?
Yeah.
It's like lowering your eyes to an enemy. You don't do that.
It's right there.
Aye.
Maybe some people may like it actually. This is a key
Maybe some
point.
people really like it.
Yeah. Thank you so much for sharing your list. Hopefully it was helpful for you. We have an announcement here today. And this announcement, no, 잠깐만.
We should have got Bruce Buffer to do it. And in the abdomen!
We are pregnant.
Well, yeah. Have you seen? No, she's pregnant. Yeah, I'm symbolically pregnant, but she's like the actual.
Yeah, he's a Kobe pregnant.
She's the one that has the honor of the actual undertaking. I'm trying to support it as best as I can.
Yeah. We wanted to share this news is because it's really coming up fast. So next month is my due date and I am almost 33 weeks. Anytime between now and later, the new person will come out to the world.
Yeah, scheduled programming is subject to change.
This is a girl and it's gonna be half Korean, quarter Indian, quarter Dutch. We're gonna do some experiment
Yeah, she's gonna be holding the camera.
on the baby. Yeah, she's gonna be our videographer,
Yeah.
an editor.
We're hoping she's smarter than us. She can tell us what to do.
Yeah, let's try that. Another reason I'm sharing this news with you is because it may actually change some of the channel schedule. As you know, I've been doing live streaming every weekend, and having an infant baby may be a little bit challenging to make live stream videos. So it's gonna be more about the videos that I record during the week, but content will be similar, or we may actually include a new person as a guest.
It's
too.
going to evolve. It'll
Yeah.
mature and evolve.
Yeah.
We're ready to experiment.
And my plan is to speak to her only in Korean, and let's see how fast she can pick things up.
Ja, ik kan elke boek lezen met de meisje. So I can also speak Dutch with my child. Maybe aussi en français. Nous pouvons avoir une journée pour juste parler en français. C'est bon pour toi aussi.
So he's responsible of English, French, and Dutch. For me, it's just simple, one language.
Yeah, my
Korean.
Punjabi sucks. I can say sasrika. I can ask for the achar.
Yeah. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, leave them comment down below. Then I see you guys next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.